tell us some about what your hopes for the future are, or what your vision for the future is?
Okay. I guess I'll start with some of the hopes, I guess, would be in language and culture, naturally. I think I'd like to. We've learned so much, I think, from the elders, from the old people. Some, like from Agnes and from my mom and from all of the people that we worked with, and I just want to be like Agnes, I guess. What she done all the time is to share that with people, so that we would be able to hold on to what culture we have, and keep it alive and keep it going. I think that's what my hope is, and I think there are a lot of different ways we can do it, and I think the Culture Committee for sure is one important way. So reach out to schools, to different groups, organizations, and tell them about the culture, and teach language, teach about using plants for medicine, or what ones are good for food, and which ones are poisonous, and we learned all those things, and I think it's important that we share that information. And just Indianness, I think, the heart of being an Indian, I think, is really important. What we learned, like going up to Agnes's camp when she was there. There was no official classes or anything, but there you learned about being Indian, and a way of life, a way of having a good heart, as was expressed by somebody. All those things, I think, are important too to learn, because I look at little children today, some of the kids that I take care of and that are with me, and I try to teach them things, but then there's a lot of things lacking, a lot of things that they're distracted by, and I don't think they're quite learning all of those things. And I see the difference. I'm not that old, but I can see the difference between when we were growing up and these little kids now. There's something not there. Of course, a lot of our people are gone and stuff, but that's why we're holding on. I guess it's why we're striving so hard now, so that they'll know that. I think those are some of my hopes. I think that those little children will learn in a lot of different ways, whether it's, I don't know, some people think that school is not the place to learn these things, but I think we have to try somehow and do something to keep our Indian ways alive. Language, just, the whole thing, culture.
Okay. Is there any way in which you have kind of a vision for how things could be here?
I think the tribe is trying really hard now, because I would say 5-6 years back it was really difficult. The Culture Committee had a hard time surviving, but I think the tribe as a whole, the administration, the tribal council, the college, they see that importance of the Indianness too, of the culture too now, and so I think by getting all the support from the tribal council, the government, our tribal government, to keep our Indian ways going, not just be concerned about business, but that what's there in the heart of Indian people, and it's really gratifying to see that now, and I think through that we can help keep that going, keep it alive. We're teaching language classes and through the college, and the college is really supportive, and it's really reaching out and grasping. They're using the Indian people to teach these classes, not getting some anthropologist or to do these classes. They're using the Indian people, the ones that know, the ones who have it here.
I always do this.
One more question.
Roy says I'm like Columbo. One more. Is there a way in which you see your hopes and visions, how those things could be helped by the income from the dam when the tribes take that over? A direction that money should be used in that could help them.
Yeah, I think what really impressed me and what gave me some hope is I attended a conference one time, a national, international language institute, and some of the programs that gave presentations inspired me, but one particularly was the Hawaiian people. They were teaching their young children, little children, before they entered school, and these were children that didn't speak their native language before, but when they went to this special school, they were taught the different lessons in their own language. That's all they spoke to them, and they didn't speak before they entered, but after 3 months they were fluent speakers. I think something like that is needed here. I think we need to start with the young children, the young people. And of course our resources are limited, so that would be really helpful there too. We have a limited number of speakers, but we also have a limited number of dollars, so I think it would be, that would be a way to teach the little children.
And things like that would really benefit.
Sure, and through the language, you're not just learning the language, but you're learning your Indianness too, because you learn the spirituality through the language, because you can look at the language. Since I've started teaching the language, I've been able to look at it more closely and to see that that's how our people think, and it's spiritual. It's all coming from the heart and the relationship with the earth, with the Creator, and I think, and all the cultural things go through the language. So I think that would be really important.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yep, and
Was that the last one? Last question?
oh, I'm supposed to say one more question.
Yeah.